Here's how I sewed the coat for Eleanor. First, I needed to make a pattern, so I did that by putting my corset on a mannequin, then draping fabric over it to make a pattern. Always important to drape the pattern using the correct undergarments because the corset is going to give you a very different shape than your natural one. So this is the pattern that I draped. This is the pattern on me. It honestly needs a bit of adjusting, but I was in a rush, so I just noted it and then went on to paper. I also drafted out simpler things just on paper without having to drape it or test it on me. And these are the pattern pieces laid out onto my fabric. Here's all the pieces marked out in pencil and therefore ready to be cut. I started sewing. These are the godets for the back kind of cape thing. Here's the jacket all sewn together. Sorry, I don't have much footage of this. I was in the rush. Here's me marking out where the grommets need to be for the front of the coat. Here's me striking out the grommets. Each one took about a minute to do, so there's like 60 of them, so it took a while, and that's all the grommets laid out nicely. This is how it looks all laced up. This is me interfacing the collar. This is me showing that the insides are kind of unique. So all the seams are bias bound, but the bias bounds towards the fashion side make this like kind of vertical seam details that I had, and then the rest are just plain bias bound on the inside. Makes for a very clean look, but it was kind of a pain in the ass to do. So this is just showing off more of that bias binding. For the color, I used red tape to bind it because you could probably see it more. And for the more visible seams, I went with white bias binding and just kind of did it very sloppily. And this is how it looks out with all the beads and the other additional things. This was kind of a pain in the ass to do. My sewing machine did not agree with this red corduroy fabric, but hey, I made it in the end.